Drive Energy, baby. You see it. We are at Haggerty Garage and Social, and as you can view, it is an assortment of luxury vehicles, like a vending machine. Just check one out and you can have it now. We got Ferraris, Lamborghinis, Porsches, whatever you want to get into, but to hit these Miami streets the right way, I'm getting to something classic, baby. Yes, a drop-top Corvette, that Stingray C8. Love it. I'm a Chevy guy, baby. Let's get to it. And I'm picking up my homeboy, the OG, the one and only, N.O.R.E. N.O.R.E. There's a legend in the building. Let's do it. My guy.
What's going on? How you doing?
Is this the Miami weather?
It's like an angry woman.
My man N.O.R.E. is not just a rapper. He's a cultural icon, known for his charismatic personality, unique style, and influential contributions to the hip-hop scene. He remains true to his roots, delivering raw and authentic narratives that resonate with fans all over the world. He fearlessly addresses social issues, making him a voice for the streets. And let's not forget, N.O.R.E. got classics like the self-titled N.O.R.E. and Melvin Flint, the Hustler. But today's generation knows him as the host and creator of Drink Champs. Along with my man DJ EFN, N.O.R.E. has become a key figure in hip-hop discussions and literally has become a fixture in the culture.
Well, yeah, man, Miami, tell me about it. What made N.O.R.E. move to Miami?
Well, for the first time I came to Miami, I knew I was gonna retire here. I just knew it. That was the first thing I actually said. Yeah. I landed, I got in a promoter's vehicle, and I was like, I smelled the air, I looked at the beautiful palm trees, I looked at the weather, and I was like, I'm gonna retire here. Look how beautiful it is. I met my wife there at Lario's.
Oh, word?
It used to be Lario's.
That's where you met your wife?
Yes,
on South Beach.
On South
on
Beach.
Ocean Drive.
Like the day my father passed away was the day I met her.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, so it was like my father sent me an angel, so.
We car guys, I mean, as you know, we've reached certain levels of success, and some, you know, we got toys and stuff like that. So, do you remember your first whip that you bought when you started touching paper?
Oh, absolutely. My GS400 Lexus. It was the brand new body. I remember Nas had the old body.
Right.
And as soon as they switched it, it was a Lexus dealer and it was a BMW dealer. And I walked into both. I had a big ass check on me, and the check wasn't even. I signed over the check. The check wasn't even in the Lexus name. That's how bozo I was as a kid.
So it's your check. You like, here, take the check.
And I signed over the check. And when I signed over the check, I had drove out, it was a GS 400 Lexus, and I remember me calling Violator because they wouldn't let me leave there because although I bought the car, I had no license. So they wouldn't even let me leave there. That's how young and dumb and...
What's your favorite whip that you pushing?
Well, the favorite whip I got is today, but my favorite whip to drive is the Maybach truck. When I was trying to get the Cullinan, as soon as I got in the Cullinan, I felt like I was driving a limo.
Right.
And the thing about all my cars is I get driven in. I don't really drive cars.
Right.
Most of the time.
Right.
But like a Corvette, I would drive a Corvette.
Yeah.
But now that I got my license, I could revisit the Cullinan and things like that. But the Cullinan, it was too awkward for me to drive. But my favorite car to drive is the Maybach truck.
But now, so you saying like N.O.R.E. had to go get his license? Like,
I just recently got my license.
Did you have to do
years old.
Did you have to go do the whole shit?
Yes,
like,
I actually went and Shaq laughed at me because I went and took my road test in the Maybach truck because that's the easiest car for me to drive. Obviously, I had to get the permit. Do all that.
You took your road test in a Maybach truck?
I had to take it that day, and I was just like, "Fuck it."
So why so long to get your license? Why 45?
There came times where my wife would be somewhere. My kids would be somewhere because I got a son that's 21 too, and he'll drive me sometimes.
Right.
But then he'll be away, and I'm like, yo, I want to go to 7-Eleven to get some coffee made or something.
Right.
And I got to sit around and call an Uber or something. I was just like, you know what? Because the chances of me getting pulled over from right where I live to a 7-Eleven is highly possible. You know what I mean? Because I live in a highly white neighborhood. So I don't do it. I don't take the risk. So, and then that's why I got the license.
So, I mean, obviously, being from the block and everything.
New York City.
In Queens.
Yes.
And that journey, man. Like, being a young street kid to being a rap superstar to now being a mogul, man. Like, tell me about that journey.
I came from, you know what? No one's gonna feed me, let me feed myself. But also, let me out-hustle everybody.
Right.
I always knew I didn't have the best product. I always knew I might have not had, you know, the best packaging, but I knew no one else was gonna stay outside longer than me. I knew no one else was gonna be dedicated to me. I knew when the rain comes, they leave. You see how I didn't move? All I did was sit in my car.
You did not roll when it started raining.
Another blunt, and then I'm coming right back out. I don't. Nothing defers me. No hurricane, no snowstorm, no nothing. No. You telling me I'm a piece of that doesn't. You can call me all types of crazy things. I'm still gonna come out. I'm still gonna play the game, and I'm still gonna be happy. And I'm gonna have a smile on my face, and that's gonna make a lot of people upset.
Hustle.
When I hustle, I always knew that there was these older guys that came outside that was way better than me at what they were doing and had the gift of gab. But what it was they wouldn't be available. And I would be available at least 17 hours of the day. I would get 3 hours worth of sleep because I knew I didn't have the good product.
Right.
I knew it. They were coming back to be complaining like, hey man. And I was like, I'm sorry.
What you expect? You got it at 3 a.m.
Yes, I was outside. I was the only one. Yeah, so there's going to be people that's going to be better than you. There's always going to be a Nas that exists. There's always going to be a Jay-Z that exists that's might going to be lyrical more than you. That might going to be smoother than you. That's might going to be cooler than you. But guess what? Your position, if you stay in your lane, there's no traffic in your lane.
Well, one of the reasons why you've been able to sustain it is your gift, your gift of gabs. You're an amazing storyteller.
Yeah.
You know how to bring it in. Has there ever been a time that you can recall where it was a story or a vibe where he's like, man, I need to get out of this car.
Ooh,
we ride. It's cats is doing some shit, and it's like you made the decision. Like I got to get away. And we are like the getaway story.
I got a perfect story. It's not street. I was already a rapper. It was very recently. I lived out here when I first moved out here. But ironically, my friend Sonny, he's right here. One day we're filming a video. I don't realize I jump in Sonny's car. I never ride with Sonny.
Right.
He's just not a person I ride with. He's my friend. He's one of my closest friends. But I just don't trust him. I get in his car. We're mid-highway, and he's oh, you motherfuckers. Y'all motherfuckers are scared to die? Yes! I am scared to die! Let me the fuck out of this car!
He was trying to test you.
He was driving so reckless that the car in front, he almost hit a police car. That's how reckless he was.
That's crazy.
And I was so scared because although he has one of the most wonderful personalities there is, if the police would have pulled over, they would have probably let him go. That's how great of a personality he has.
The charisma.
But the fact is, I didn't want to take that risk, and I was so scared. And
man, he's just a wild driver.
He was a horrible driver. I don't know how to get in the car with him. I had got locked up over here one time.
Really?
Yeah, for some dumb shit. And I remember the officer pulling me over and be like, yo, you on punch, you some of my favorite rappers. And he still put the handcuffs on me. So I was like, yo, I don't mess with out here. I don't want to get arrested, so you could probably hit the police and you could be cool, but they're still gonna arrest us. So, yeah. But
it's like I fuck with you, but you're still going there.
Yeah, you're on camera, bro.
That's a great story, man. Because I was just about to ask you about Jay and even Nas, man.
Yeah.
Like, is it weird knowing like that you could pick up the phone and call these dudes and like literally they're bigger than life?
It's a great question. You know what? And I'm a floss. It's not flossing because it's telling the truth. I just had a bad day one day. All right? Swear to God. Nothing was going wrong. Right. Like I woke up in the morning, there was no toilet tissue in the bathroom, took a shower, there was no soap there. You know, like that, one of those days. One of those days.
Toothpaste wouldn't come out.
Yeah, I'll kid you not. The cleaners didn't open. It was everything that was going wrong. So I had something to do, and instead of me going out, I said, you know what? My energy is wrong. It's not the world today. Today is my energy. Because sometimes it could be you. And I stood home and I text Nas. I text Mark Wahlberg. I text Kevin Hart. I text Dave Chappelle. I text Jay-Z. I text Puff Daddy. I just text every big wig that I had in my phone at that time that I had access to. Kevin Hart hit me right back. Mark Wahlberg hit me right back. But what I said to myself was immediately that bad day erased. It erased. I was like, yo, I have access to some of the most powerful people in the world. and I'm mad because things ain't go my way for a half of a day. I will reach out to you. I will reach out to a certain person, and you know what I mean? And people will hit me back and be like, man, to this day, man, you're probably the only person that just reached me out. Like, and that shit means a lot to me because I don't know if I touched you that day. You know, I don't know if you needed that. You know what I mean? And by the way, sometimes I need it.
Oh, that's real.
Right.
And then how does N.O.R.E deal with, because I always see like, you always happy.
Oh, no, I'm not. Because you know what it is? I'll be honest, Miami saved me when it comes to that. Miami, like you can have a stressful day in Miami, but look out your window.
Yeah.
Look, you're at the Marlin Hotel. This is where Pharrell made Shake That Ass. And, you know what I mean? Like, you can drive your car. Like, the police don't give a fuck. Everybody has a Maybach. Everybody has a Corvette. Everybody has a Lambo. Everybody has a Ferrari. Me and Birdman lived in the same area.
Right.
And Birdman came out in a Bugatti, and these white people came out with 4 Bugattis the next day. And I'm just
they wasn't impressed.
Yes, I'm just like, holy shit. The valet on the block just was a great guy. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is, this is where black people should come with their riches and invest, like, you know.
And it's us, we here.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And it's a beautiful situation. So
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna go drop you back off by your whip.
Yeah,
Man, I got it's been a hell of a ride.
Yeah, man. What is this, Big Drive?
Yeah, big drive.
Man. Come on, goddammit.
Big energy,
yes,
big
yes,
inspiration.
yes.
That's like only the biggest on Big Drive.
That's
And we
right.
appreciate you.
That's right, man. This is dope.